Hello everyone, welcome to lesson 4 of Romeo and Juliet. We're going to be looking at the scene where Romeo meets Juliet, but also the scene before where he has a conversation with Mercutio about love. Okay, so the start of our activity is, what does love mean to you? Okay, pause the video, explain in your own words, what does love mean to you? Is it companionship? Is it attractiveness? Is it friendship? Is it compatibility? Whatever. What does it mean to you? How do you know you're in love? How do you know you love somebody? Okay, pause the video to answer that. Okay, we'll move on. So, this is Act 1, Scene 4 then. Okay, Mercutio. Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance. Romeo, not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground I cannot move. You are a lover, borrow Cupid's wings, and soar with them above a common bound. I am too sore and pierced with this shaft to soar with these like feathers, and so bound I cannot bound a pitch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink, and to sink in it should you burden love, too great oppression for a tender thing. Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn. Okay, so we're going to zoom in on a few quotations here about this conversation between Mercutio and Romeo. Okay, because Mercutio is trying to encourage him to kind of embrace the positive side of love and become happy so he can have a dance, whereas Romeo is dwelling in his negativity, dwelling in his misery. Okay, so let's have a look then. So Romeo, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground I cannot move. So he says that he has a soul of lead. He's kind of stuck in place. He's heavy. He's weighed down, and it stakes him to the ground. That aggressive verb there of stakes, it's staking him to the ground. He can't move. Besides feeling the pain of love. And then Romeo, after Mercutio says that he needs to borrow Cupid's wings, Romeo says, "I'm too sore and pierced with his shaft to soar with his light feathers." So he's taken the negative side of being in love, which is like being pierced by it, but then isn't taking any of the positive side of it. He isn't feeling the feeling of weightlessness, the light-headed feeling that you get when you're in love. Okay, and then Romeo, under love's heavy burden do I sink. It's almost like he's drowning in love. Okay, and the last one is love a tender thing. He gets that type of question. It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous. That repetition of two, and then it pricks like a thorn. Okay, so you got that simile there of it pricking you, it hurting you like a thorn, but it's sudden and it's abrupt. But also, a prick of a thorn is quite quick as well, so it's over quite quickly. So what I'd like you guys to do when you pause the video is explain, what does Shakespeare suggest about love through Romeo? What does Romeo think about love, and how do you know that based on the quotations? Okay, so pause the video and answer that question. Now then, when Romeo first sees Juliet in Act 1, Scene 5, he says this then. Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. So that was something kind of exotic. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, as yonder lady over her fellows shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now, forswear its sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. So I've picked a few quotations here that I want you to explore them. Alright, so read those through, and what I want you to do is explain to me, how does Romeo feel, okay, based on those quotations. Spend about 10 minutes, just create a summary, okay, explain how Romeo feels upon seeing Juliet, okay. She doth teach the torches to burn bright, that personification there. You've got like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear, so an Ethiop was someone from Ethiopia that they would have considered someone quite exotic and special. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. He refers to his hand as rude compared to hers. And he asks himself a rhetorical question, did my heart love till now, forswear its sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. So how does he feel about seeing Juliet? Spend about 10 minutes answering this question. Pause the video. Okay, we'll move on. Now then, the final thoughts then. When Romeo discovers that Juliet is a Capulet, he asks this: is she a Capulet? Oh dear account, my life is my foe's debt. So he talks about love as debt and accounting as if it's something you can quantify, something that you can put a number to. But he also sees love as something kind of tangible, something you can touch, something you can hold. But when he discovers that she's a Capulet, he doesn't take it very well, as you can tell. Okay, he says the exclamation, "Oh dear account," as if he's been counting up his love, and now it's kind of gone. It's maybe even worthless. My life is my foe's debt. So he kind of feels indebted to his foe, or he thinks his foe is now indebted to him because he's in love. It's not really clear here. But you get this rhetorical question of his uncertainty, but then this focus on a monetary value on love and him feeling as though there's a debt owed to somebody. So the final task then that I'd like you to write 3 puzzles for. Okay, remember point, evidence, zoom, explore, link. Okay, I'd like you to explain to me, how does Shakespeare present Romeo's feelings about love? Okay, so it could be that you focus on this section with Mercutio, okay, talking about Cupid and being impious and the heavy burden, it's too rough, etc. It could be about how he feels upon seeing Juliet and falling straight in love with her just because she's so beautiful, or it could be, this concept of money being associated with life and love, because he now feels owed something because he's in love with the opposite side, with his enemy. Okay, so I'd like you to spend about 20 minutes on the 3 puzzles explaining how Romeo feels about love. Okay, so 20 minutes, 3 puzzles. Okay, so 3 analyses of 3 different quotations about love. Okay, 20 minutes, pause the video, off you go.